It's sort of this unparalleled feeling of isolation. It's like you see everything going on around you, and you see like everyone doing the same things they used to be doing, the same way they used to do them, but all of a sudden it's like you're not really a part of it anymore. I guess what really happened last October depends on what doctor you ask. It might have been any one of a handful of illnesses. Some of them thought I had a brain tumor, other people thought it was some crazy autoimmune disease. The only thing they really seemed to agree on was that I couldn't hear anymore. Music was probably the biggest influence on me when I was a little kid. I remember I used to run around my house and sing stupid songs just to hear my own voice. I guess I never really grew out of that though. Now, I didn't really feel like singing anything. The few sounds that I could actually hear were all flat and dead. I started to think what life would be like without music. I spent most of that winter just sitting. The days sort of flowed into each other at that point. It's really actually kind of weird how hard it is to sleep when there's no sound at all. So I pretty much just sat. The more I sat around though, the more I thought about the world and about the things I used to do and the people I care about. So day by day, I just kind of slid back into my old routine. It was pretty complicated and it was hard, but I didn't really see any other alternatives at that point. I only picked up the guitar a few times at first, because it really bothered me, the feeling of the vibrations of the body of the guitar against my chest without really being able to hear the notes. But the more I did it, the more organic it started to feel, and I kind of got used to it. Sure, I didn't really hear the notes at that point, but I didn't even care about that. It wasn't really about how it sounded to me then. It was more about just getting through it. I wanted to prove to myself that I could beat it, and I wanted to win. The world took something from me, and I didn't want to just sit down and let that happen. I wanted to get up and take it back, you know? From then, the strangest things started to happen. As I became more and more ready for life, and felt more and more ready to face it this way, it was like somebody slowly turned up the volume dial on the world around me. Every day, I would start to hear something new and different. Everything excited me, from the sound of a school bell, to a simple fan across the room, to a baby crying in a crowded room. It excited me. I was completely ready to hear these things again. I don't hear the same way that you do these days. Sometimes things are a bit quieter, or when someone's talking to me, I might miss what it is they're saying, but I'm not deaf anymore. But they were right about one thing. Music hasn't ever been the same.